What is up, fellow fans of Clash of Clans? It is your host, Galadon, and we are going to get right into the attacks because that's right, it is Galadon's Troll Trap Southern Teaser fully maxed out Town Hall 14 base. And, well, it just may turn out that your host, Galadon, has come up with a pretty fantastic base design that is confounding and confusing attackers of all kinds with a variety of armies. That is right, you guys have seen it before, the Southern Teaser Troll Trap base, and we let all sorts of players come in a recent Facebook live stream and do their best, do their worst, and try to 3-star the Troll Trap base. Now, of course, is it really a Troll Trap base? Maybe not that much. Obviously, players know what's happening here. The design is more really set to throw off players that are not examining the base closely, that don't realize that bottom end where the town hall is sort of kind of sticking out is just beset with all sorts of traps, bombs, mines, and Teslas. Now, of course, every single player that tried it in my streams came from a different direction than the very bottom. They knew that was not the way to go, but it turns out, nonetheless, Galadon's base is defeating players left and right. That is correct. The fully maxed out Town Hall 14 base, and man, I am so glad that we got in there and gemmed everything to max, because obviously it has made it virtually impossible to defeat, even when players come in like this with the old Blizzard, the blimp Blizzard. This is like yesterday's or last year's news. Okay. So the town hall goes down and a couple of other defenses, but this is a strategy that many have tried. I mean, this is old, like past meta stuff. And okay, a lot of defenses get destroyed, but you got to realize that you're still coming in after scatter shots and multi-target infernos, and the balloons are going to have a difficult time getting in after those air defenses. You've got the Barbarian King patrolling the Eagle Artillery in the core, and the balloons. You know, this sometimes, okay, it works out a little bit better if you use dragons and they don't come right after the town hall. And sure enough, look at that. Those air bombs, seeking air mines, blasting dragons left and right. At the top of the screen, the Barbarian King in desperation. He can't get to the core. The Eagle is frozen. What is even, really? You got to freeze the Eagle Artillery? No. Okay, so a couple of heroes get the Eagle Artillery, and that's fine because the rest of this, okay, so there. All right, so every now and then a player gets a little bit lucky, just how I feel lucky when you guys decide that you're going to set Galadon as your creator code, right? If you go to settings, more settings, scroll all the way to the bottom, you can type in code Galadon. It doesn't cost you anything. It supports the channel. It helps me bring you daily Clash of Clans videos. And yeah, Supercell sends me about 5%. So every time you buy a gold pass, Supercell sends me about 25 cents. And believe it or not, it does help out if many of you use it. All right, so what happened with this attack? It looks like my base, right, okay, so I'll tell you guys what was going on in the live streams. I was offering a free gold pass with a gift card for anybody that could 3-star the base. This was the first attacker that did it, and he made it look easy. Now, all of you that have already dropped down to the comments to insult me for talking about how strong this base was, I demand you get down there and apologize right now, and I'm sorry Galadon will do, because yes, of course, I was just kidding. This base is going to get annihilated time and time again. This was one of my favorite defeats right here. A little ghost Sweewee, that's golems, super wizards, and witches coming in from the top of the base, and despite the fact that the builders went hard to work at the bottom of the base to try to repair all of those buildings damaged by the earthquakes, the golems, the wizards, and the witches are going to roll right through. And Jozda, I guess that's how you say his name, he picks up a free gold pass. That's right, I'm going to give him a gift card for a gold pass as well. I believe we ended up giving out 7 gold passes in this live stream. And again, come in, get your chance. You do not have to be able to triple a Town Hall 14 in order to get a gold pass. It does not cost you anything either. All I ask is that you are a follower of the page, and that is really the only qualification for giving somebody a gold pass with a gift card. So yes, there were some really cool and very, very different attacks. It was neat to see so many different players attacking the base and destroying it. Joe almost accidentally swagged his Stone Slammer right here. He didn't even really need it, I think. He probably would have tripled the base anyway. And yeah, it is fun to watch. And I guess rather than speaking to the whole balance at Town Hall 14, let's talk about how bad this base really is when it's up against an experienced player who knows what to expect, who spent more than 10 seconds studying the base, right? Yeah, okay. Now, I will insist that this base is still going to continue to work against amateurish type players, and you guys have to remember, just by the virtue of you being here, watching this video, that excludes you from the group of lower level, lower skilled, noob type, whatever you want to call them players. You know, players that just aren't that serious about Clash of Clans. Maybe they're in a clan and they don't really know what the meta is. They don't watch the World Championships. They definitely don't watch YouTube. Those are the type of players that get caught off guard by a base like this because what they see is a town hall outside the walls, okay? At first glance, that's really all it is. Town hall outside the walls. Maybe this player is willing to let their town hall be destroyed to save their loot, whatever it may be. Oftentimes, we end up seeing trophy pushing players attack. Now, this obviously, again, another unconventional attack and very fun to watch. The bats come in, and again, spell timing and placement almost always comes down to the big wins. And sure enough, Mr. Narwhal came in and wiped me out with, was that Yeti Bow Bat? It looks like a pretty standard Yeti Bow Bat attack, but it worked out really well. And again, well executed. It comes down to spell timing and placement, and obviously not falling for the trap of rolling in right after the town hall. So this one took a little bit longer, but again, you could see lots of spectators. Everybody wanted a piece of Galadon's base, and like I said, about a half a dozen or so players did get to it and 3-star it. We did have a lot of fails, and I would say that it was probably a mix of wins and losses. It didn't really come where everybody failed and then everybody tripled. Although, I will say, the Blizzard strategy repeatedly worked. Okay, that is something that I've seen even in as far as the new meta, Town Hall 14 and some of the top pros, using invisibility spells with super wizards or at least with a blimp is really, really strong. Invisibility spells are high risk, high reward, and you know, honestly, they're maybe not even that high risk. Just get in there and time it a little bit, and you could absolutely go to town on pretty much any section of a base that you want, and it's just a matter of knowing base reading well enough to know where to drop in that blizzard and when to drop those invisibility spells. Now, Black right here, I will admit that when he first started to attack this base, I kind of scoffed. I kind of went, oh wait, he doesn't even have maxed out heroes. He doesn't have maxed out troops, maxed out spells. I don't think he has that much of a chance at tripling. And yeah. All right, so he rolled in and crushed me with Lalo. Beautifully executed once again. Great value from the Archer Queen down there. She ended up getting the town hall, and of course, you've got the whole Tesla farm down at the bottom. You've got these air sweepers that are pointed the wrong direction for anybody who comes from the top. And all of my little maxed out builder huts had no chance to repair the massive damage. And Black was one of the more surprising 3-stars of the day, also earning a gold pass. And a couple of these players even came in and turned down the gold passes. They were like, nah, I don't need it. I wiped you out. I'm out of here. And yeah. Okay, so yes, it was still fun, and it was, yes, of course, exciting to watch players roll in, especially after I had spent so much money on maxing those level 15 walls and then watching so many air attacks. And here we go. Okay, so here's Mitchell with another blizzard. Pretty much the same spot we saw earlier, although this is a blizzard hybrid. Notice we've got Queen Charge, Hogs, and Miners. So my personal favorite attack, but mixing in a blizzard that wipes out the town hall, one of the scatter shots, and another Inferno Tower. So he gets great value with the opening, and I would honestly compare this base to a super minion defensive clan castle. And what I mean by that is it's a strategy that can easily defeat or catch off guard a less experienced or less prepared player, but anybody who has a good amount of experience, who is prepared and aware, they're going to wipe out a super minion CC, just like they're going to wipe out this base. Now, I'm not taking away the credit of any of these players from tripling my base, because I'll admit, even I have not attempted to try to beat this at Max Town Hall 14 yet. And when I did take it down for that video where I tripled it at Max Town Hall 13, it took me about a half a dozen tries before I got it right. Queen Charge Hybrid, just a good strategy, but maybe not the best strategy for this base. Obviously, air is very, very strong right now, and this base, not so much. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you want the links to it, make sure you check out my Discord. It is linked in the description. Thank you again, Galadon, for sticking around all the way to the end of the episode. You know I love, think about it, appreciate every single one of you every single day. So get out there, make the best of the best day, be kind of the people I also play. Let's see back here, get to Marvel attacks. Ooh, record speed.
Galadon! Galadon! Galadon!
What, Peter?
What did you say there at the end?
I said, record speed? Why?
That's what she said.
No.